This is a one of our standard dual processor systems. It uses an X9DRH-7F motherboard. So you have two CPUs here, 16 RAM slots, so you can have a lot of memory in it, plenty of expansion opportunities, and in the front here we have our hard drive bays, which are all linked to the SAS controller on the motherboard, so you have plenty of redundancy there. No need to worry about data loss. Yeah, there are lots of fans in here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fans designed to keep the server running as cool as possible without any chance of overheating. They are awfully loud though. I've heard people describe them as being like a rejected Boeing. The fans here are designed for... These are easily swapped out and replaced in case one of them fails. These are designed for cooling both the motherboard and the hard drive arrays. They pull in air from the front of the case and take it along through here. These just slot in and out. These are the CPU cooling fans. Air blows through them, sucked through by the fans on here, and there are heat pipes inside here which go down and are in contact with the top of the CPU to draw heat away from them. These are the chipsets. You have two separate chipsets for the CPUs here, and you'll also have the SAS controller that's built into the motherboard for feeding these two sockets here, which then in turn go to the hard drive controller board here. It's primarily designed for stability and redundancy. So if one drive fails and you've got a mirrored array set up, you won't lose your data because it will be replicated along multiple hard drives. At the moment this is plugged in with SATA, and one port is enough to feed 4 separate hard drives. As standard SATA sockets on the motherboard, which are not linked to the SAS controller, they are controlled by the Intel chipset, so that you can have them separately rather than using the rated SAS array here. Gives you even more expansion opportunities if you run out of SAS space. The efficiency rating is not listed on this one, but it's a 650 watt unit, and it has got a respectable 46 amps on the 12 volt rail, so you get a lot of supply to your peripherals. The power supply efficiency rating is basically it's assessed and guaranteed to run at a certain amount of wattage and provide a certain amount of power without causing problems. There's going to be a certain amount of overhead on it. I mean, for example, it may say 650 watts on the sticker, but if it's got a high efficiency rating, you will be able to pull a little bit more out of that, say 680, before it blows up the power supply and does any damage to your internal systems. Also, the efficiency means that it will last longer over time, and it's guaranteed to be able to provide 650 watts of power for as long as you'll need it to, rather than losing efficiency over time. This is the hard drive backplane. You can either hook them up to the SAS controller, which these currently are, or you can plug them into the SATA ports on the motherboard, and it's designed to link up to these hot swappable bays. You put a hard drive in here, screw it in, and then you can slot it into your case through the hole in the front here. Lock it in place so it doesn't come out, and then it will be recognised by the computer on the fly rather than having to dismantle the case and pull out and screw everything back together again every time you want to take a hard drive out or put a new one in. Very efficient.